I've shamed myself. Hello trick-or-treaters! Welcome to another episode of Spook-a-rama, where we talk about spooky things all year round, and my cats try and attack everything we do. Yes, I'm talking about you. Don't sass me, young man. Ugh, kids today. Anyway, on today's episode, we are talking about Texas Frightmare weekend. It is coming up. It's only a couple weekends away, which is both terribly exciting and terribly frightening because I have a lot of things that need to get done before that happens. And yet, here I am, talking to a camera, not doing the things which need to be done. Anyway, we're here to talk about Texas Frightmare weekend. It's coming up first weekend in May. I believe it's May 4th through the 6th. I went last year, some shameless self-promotion. If you didn't check out that video, why don't you just go on and, check that out. I'll put a link in the little box down below. Texas Frightmare weekend is, in fact, a horror convention. It's a convection oven themed around horror. No, it is a horror-themed convention held, you guessed it, in Texas. It's a very big to-do, and last year was the first year I ever went. It was very exciting, and I'm excited to say I get to go again this year for Frightmare the 13th. Dun, dun, dun! Looking forward to that. They've got a lot of people coming. They bring in horror actors, directors, producers, people in the biz. You've got artists and vendors and all kinds of stuff, and let me tell you, you don't know how crazy it is until you're actually there. You can hear people talk about it, you can watch as many Frightmare vlogs as you want, but until you are physically standing there, you do not realize how absolutely crazy it is. Imagine poor little Cromwell Witch sitting there going, poor little Cromwell Witch, who does not do well in crowds, sitting there going, actually, I was fine. But it's, you are surrounded by people. Your routes to the exits are not clear. And that's one of my favorite things in the world, is having clear routes to the exit at all points. And that's not readily available. So I thought I would give you some tips if you're gonna go this year, as this is gonna be your first year at Frightmare. I thought I would share my seasoned experience from having gone 1 year. I don't claim to be an expert, but there were some things that I learned the hard way last year that I thought I might save you some time, give you a leg up, as it were. So let's get into that. It's a little late in the game for this one, but this was the #1 thing that I took away from last year, is that if you can, you need to stay at the hotel. The convention is actually held at the Hyatt Regency at DFW, the International Airport, so you can stay there and all the shindig just happened there. So last year I did not stay at the hotel. It was a last minute decision for me to go, and by the time, by now, the hotel was sold out. However, keep an eye out because some people cancel their reservations, so you can just kind of be like, check up on that every now and then. So I actually had a friend who lived in Dallas, in the Dallas area last year, so I stayed at their house, which was great because, hey, free room and board. You can't beat that. However, last year I went for 1 day. I was only there on Saturday. I came in Friday night, I spent the night, and I went to the convention on Saturday night, and then I went back home Sunday. Now, the problem with staying off-site is that you're off-site. Basically, there are parties, there are the panels, the vendors, discussions, all happen at different times, and depending on how big of a gap you've got in your schedule that day, you want to take a nap because it's kind of exhausting, and so you want to take a break And instead of just like, hey, I'll pop upstairs to my room, you have to go, okay, I have to get my little parking pass that says I can park here for free, and I have to turn that in to the people because I'm leaving the airport. And then I have to drive like another 30 minutes to get to my house where I'm gonna eat lunch or take a nap or do whatever. Then, because I want to come back later, I have to come back and then repeat that whole process to leave again. So it's kind of a pain in the butt. And now I know there are other hotels within the airport, so you don't have to get your little parking pass, so you can get free parking and all that craziness. But really, if you can stay in the hotel, stay in the hotel. I'll let you know how that goes this year, because this will be my first time staying at the hotel. What I did learn, and I did not know this, I was watching, whose video was I watching? I was watching somebody else had done a TFW tips thing, because I did not know this because I had not stayed at the hotel, and they were like, there are no refrigerators in the rooms. And I was like, where am I gonna keep my stash of Diet Coke and Jack in the Box tacos while I'm in Texas? Where? I need a refrigerator. And they had said, like, you can request one. So I went ahead and called and was like, do you guys have refrigerators? Because I couldn't find anywhere on the website talking about what they had, like the amenities in the room. And they're like, yeah, a lot of our rooms do, but not all of them. But if your room does not have a refrigerator, you can request one. Just say, guys, I need a refrigerator, and they will bring you a refrigerator. So I consider that like vital information. I need a fridge. I need food and Diet Coke readily available at all times. I don't know how to tell you this, but it's gonna be expensive. Like, I'm a cheapskate, and I'm really like led to go places, so I will do like the bare minimum to be able to go. So like last year, I stayed at a friend's house. I did like whatever I could do to go, but it's gonna be expensive. So I would say, and here's what I would say, look at the guests who are coming, figure out who you really want to meet, who you really want to get your pictures with, all that jazz, and set that money aside. Just like have that there, and then take so much more cash with you, because what you don't see are all of the vendors who are going to be there. And you can look up the vendors if you want to, but it won't matter, because once you're there, if you're anything like me, it's so easy to go online, like, you put it in your cart and you think about it and you go, nah. But if it's there in front of me, and I could take this home with me right now, and I mean, I'm already here, and you want something to show for your time, just trust me, you're gonna spend too much money. You're gonna. So just plan ahead. Know that ahead of time, and bring cash with you, because cash is gonna be your best friend. Not everybody's gonna take a card. I would assume they would, but you can never rely on that. Cash, the almighty dollar. Bring plenty of cash. We have to take a break and address that I'm stupid. Okay, this should not come as a surprise, but I am stupid. Okay, I admit it. I admit it freely. And a big problem I had last year, which I even planned for, but again, I'm stupid and forgot, you have to eat. What I have learned on my personal journey of traveling different places is that when I'm alone, I forget to feed myself. You wouldn't think me as obsessed with food as I am. No, I just like will not take the time to feed myself. So, which is well and good. But then you're on your feet for several hours, walking around, going all over the place. You're in all these hot, sweaty crowds. You haven't eaten anything all day, and that's not really good for a person. So, eat something. Pack a snack. I was a gosh darn idiot last year, and I packed Harriet full of like crackers and snacks and everything, and I forgot all about it. So just eat something. I promise you, you will enjoy your time so much more if you're not like dying of malnutrition. Just eat some freaking food, okay? Make a schedule. Like, you don't have to stick to it. You don't have to like have every minute accounted for, but it really helps you keep on top of things if you make a schedule. Like, they have the schedule of events of what's happening available online. And if you go, I'm gonna go to this panel, I'm gonna go to this movie, you just kind of make an outline of the things that you really want to see, and make a list of like your musts, because like last year was The Thing, which is kind of why I went, and I wanted to see the Thing panel. I didn't care if I saw anything else, I wanted to see that. You know, the rest of it, oh yeah, that's cool if I have time, or hey, if I get distracted and do something else and I miss that, that's fine. But make a list of your musts, and that way you kind of can keep an eye. If you just make a schedule, you can keep an eye on the time and go, oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock. That's when that one movie was showing that I was kind of interested in. Do I want to go see that, or do I want to go get nachos? You know, you can kind of have a little better idea of where you want to be. one thing I would say is just hang around. Just loiter. Loiter around, because guess what? Then that's when you'll see all the celebrities. Now, I did not hang out in the restaurants last year, but I know a lot of people did. I watched a lot of people's vlogs. Like, all the celebrities are hanging out up there. Last year, I was hanging around late at night because I'm a hoodlum, and I didn't want to do that. And I did that drive, and then I came back, and all that jazz. So I was just hanging around, killing time, and I ran into Freddie Highmore in the hallway. He was just hanging out, and I was like, hi, gonna go watch a movie about Bigfoot now, have fun. So you never know who you're gonna run into in the hallway. So you just gotta hang around, loiter, take in the thing. I did a lot of people watching last year, and that is really fun. Okay, and finally, my last tip to you, and also to me, we'll see if I can listen to my own advice. It's never worked before, so we'll see. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Because that was one of the things last year, my biggest complaint. I went by myself, and I was so goddamn lonely. Everybody was having a great time, and I was like, I mean, I was having a great time, but then in between things, I was just sitting there going, sure wish I had somebody to talk to. And like, the crazy thing is, I saw people that I didn't really know, but that I, you know, like followed on Instagram, and the least I could have done was been like, hey, it's so cool to actually meet you, or hey, it's so nice to meet you, I love your account, or whatever. So, you know, and the people who had super cool costumes, you should tell people that, because it makes them feel good to go, oh my god, I love your pumpkin bag, or oh my gosh, you have the coolest costume I've ever seen. This is really a fan experience, and we're all just fans together, and we should all just hold hands and sing Kumbaya and have a great time. No, but you know, don't be afraid to take that first step and just say, hey, we're all here because we like the same things. You never know, you could make some super awesome friends. Or people could go, why are you talking to me? Could go either way, you never really know. But I say you should try it. And maybe I'll try it, or maybe I'll just bring a book and hide the whole time. Never done that before. Don't listen to me. Be better than me. Seriously, it's a very low bar. Be better than me. So as usual, we're gonna edit that way down until something vaguely coherent comes out of this video. So let me know down below, are you guys going to Texas Frightmare? Have you been before? Is there another convention that you love? One day I'd love to make it out to the West Coast to some of those conventions. One day. Oh, I want to go to Monsterpalooza, okay? I want to go. But for now, it's just TFW for me. Will I see you there? If you see me, you should say hi, and maybe we'll be awesome Halloween friends. Deal. If you're not going to TFW, what are you doing that weekend? Gonna go watch a movie? Or go hang out at your grandma's house? Or carve jack-o'-lanterns out of cardboard? I don't know. Whatever your kids are into these days. You know, you do you, babe. This has been especially rambly. I'm so sorry. So I'm gearing up for Texas Frightmare weekend. I hope I'll see you there. If you're coming, don't be shy. Just say hi. Ooh. Don't be shy. Just say hi. I've made a mantra. Oh dear. I'm armed and dangerous and oh so sad. Really need a hobby. I guess this is my hobby. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. So until next time, happy trick-or-treating!